Good morning, beautiful people.
Good morning, Big Steve.
How's it, Steve?
Beautiful, be kind enough and introduce yourself for viewers.
I'm Tracy Volmerans,
I'm Vollies, Volmerans.
How the two of you related?
married, blissfully married.
Third cousins.
So, Tracy, tell me about your fitness journey. You look fit and strong.
Well, truth be told, my fitness journey began about 30 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, back in the day when Reg Park was around. And my next step in my journey actually was you. And I spent 15 years training with you religiously every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at the Virgin Active in Morningside, doing mostly strength training, actually very, very heavy weight lifting. As the years have gone on, it's definitely changed, and it's become a lot more mobility, a lot more moving, a little bit less weight, and more cardio. Not cardio in the sense necessarily of running or cycling, but definitely in terms of the training that I do.
Woolie, tell us about your fitness journey.
It started about 9 months before my 21st birthday, which was 36 years ago. Trained in an old school gym in Rosettenville called Bodycraft. Just free weights. You know, you're young, full of testosterone, as big as possible, as quickly as possible. So, but since age of about, say, the last 8 or 10 years, incorporated functional training like Pilates and, one-on-one training with osteopath, combination of a physio and a chiro. But it's shifted more towards functional training, especially recovery from surgeries as well. So rehabilitative functional training. Good. Less muscle.
Tracy, 30 years training, what has kept you going?
I think my head has kept me going, definitely my heart. I enjoy it. I love being healthy. I think it's a good thing. I'm a proud person. I want to be healthy. And it goes hand in hand with our lifestyle and our eating. I think to be the best that I can be in the physical sense as well as in the emotional and mental sense.
Yeah. Woolies, how does the company help you keep on track in terms of fitness?
I think the company you keep is very important. If you're going to be the only one training in that group, it's going to be difficult. Peer pressure. Fortunately, our group of friends are 80% all gym bunnies, all virtually the same age, close to 50 or just over 50, and have all trained for a very long time. So that really helps a lot. And also helps you if you have a personal trainer and you have got set sessions, then you're paying for it, number one, and number two, you've got somebody else thinking and training you, and you're disciplined because you have to be there because you're paying for it. So I think that's also very important.
So Tracy, what role does nutrition play in you looking the way you look?
Steve, I never thought that nutrition, I've always been a healthy eater. I grew up in a home back in the day when things like whole wheat bread and low fat was the thing to be healthy, which is what we knew back in the day when I was a teenager, youngster growing up. But I think as times have changed, we've changed with the times. Our eating is very different to what it was before, though it was healthy before. I think that, again, getting back to lifestyle, it's a part of lifestyle, and eating is a very, very big part of what we do every day. It may be quite routine based, but it's how we function best. So food is very, very important.
Woolies, looking back at your youth, any incident where any of your parents influenced your healthy lifestyle? Did you ever see your father going for a run or your mother doing Fonda aerobics?
You're going to say
No.
running from the police.
The only time our family ran was running from the police and jumping to conclusions and letting our imagination run away from us. That was the only exercise. No, I didn't have any parental role models in terms of fitness, but I was very active as a child. So I would, whatever the sport was, I would do it. athletics, rugby, cricket, tennis, the whole year. So I was always active by myself.
Tracy, looking back at your life, you're talking to a 20-year-old Tracy. What are the life lessons that Jim has taught you?
The life lessons that Jim has taught me. Well, certainly that if you start as young as possible, being aware of what it is that you're eating, being more conscious of it and more knowledgeable about it, and then obviously doing, and it doesn't have to be specifically getting into a gym and doing weights. Everybody finds what they like to enjoy. It's all about movement, and I think the earlier that you start, and the earlier that you start, that as you get older, it stands you in good stead. Because it does definitely become about your mobility, standing up straight, being able to literally put one foot in front of the other without the aches and pains.
Woolies, looking at your life now and looking back at the way you used to train, what are the stupid things you used to do to the gym you're advising the young people not to?
Yeah, this is a difficult thing to discuss with younger guys because your testosterone guides your brain, and the younger you are, the heavier the better. You think it's you don't leave your ego at the door. It's as heavy as possible. And I think as you grow older and you get to know your body will tell you what you need, and you would know as well. The moment you're touching your 50s or over, you're training with a third of the weights you trained in your 20s, and you're getting the same results. So I think that's the advice to the younger guys. Go less weight and a little bit more movement and functionality and core training, and you'll still get the same results without risking the injury.
Tracy, looking back at your life, challenges you've gone through, at what time do you think if you were not healthy, you would not have made it?
Steve, I think I'm going to answer that question in just a slightly different way, and that is to say to you that for me, in the beginning, maybe going into the gym and doing my weight training, which is what I did a lot of and started with, it was very, as Woolie said, ego-based, and it was about looking good and what reaction I would get from other people. And then over time, I realized that it was actually for my heart, meaning my well-being, and for my head. And what training has done is it's gotten me through those tough times, because when I do any form of exercise, it makes me feel better, it helps me to make better decisions. So it definitely evens things out, or just makes me feel like I'm able to go out there and deal with whatever it is that I have to, especially the tough times.
Woolies, you are a businessman, and business means stress. How often do you think your fitness helps you pull through?
You can't cope with the modern day stresses and requirements and all the responsibilities that are on top of you without taking off some time during the day whenever it suits you, and just getting into the gym for 45 minutes to an hour. It ordens your brain, it actually raises your energy levels, and it just gives you that little bit of time for yourself that you never get during the day. So without exercise, you're climbing a terrible mountain. But with it, most things will be manageable.
Tracy, lastly, you're looking straight in the eye that woman that says, gym is not for me, I'm not fat, I don't need to do it. What is your advice?
Well, again, getting back to what I said earlier, I think, and if you're talking particularly for women, they can be still today, even though we've come so far, intimidated by things like the weights and the sounds and just the general environment. So I would say find something to do. I mean, there's Pilates, there's yoga, but definitely for me, the best thing that I ever discovered in my life, and that was really through you, was to do resistance training, which means with weights. And it doesn't mean doing heavy weights, and also it means possibly using just your own body weight. So I would say to them, look at me, that's what I've been doing, and it's not as difficult as it looks.
Woolies, I'm going to throw you a last big question. Talk to that man out there, irrespective of age, 50, 60. Advise him, how will he use gym or getting into shape as rite of passage?
Yeah, it's the old cliche, it's never too late to start. If you feel that you're very out of shape, start at the bottom. You can't build a house without a foundation. So start off walking, 10 minutes, 20, half an hour, get the walking underway, and then once you've got the confidence and you're a little bit in a better frame of mind, then start the gym, and like I said, start with the basics. Even if it is just body weight. Body weight's a killer, sometimes more than the weight, so don't be intimidated. And the key to anything is consistency. You pitch up, you make it work, and then you leave and you've been there. So consistency is the key to everything. Your body, your weight, your mind, your success, your work, your relationships, everything.
So Woolies, to finish off, tell us how gym helped you pull through. You just had a big back up. How did being fit help in your recovery?
Yeah, I don't even want to think about the fact, if I wasn't fit, how I would have tried to recover from the surgery, because it was very invasive. It was 3.5 hours, 3 hours, 15 minutes. And yeah, I was moving 4 hours later, just slowly walking in my room at the surgery at the hospital. So yeah, and also but 6, 7, 8 weeks later, I started rehab, started doing Pilates twice a week with a personal trainer, and that was also very, very important, just to incrementally push yourself, but not into the pain zone. But without being fit first and having the background of gym training, I think it would have been a lot worse to be able to get back to some functionality, and sometimes even better than what it was. So, yeah, it's a lifestyle. You have to. There's one bad meal won't make you fat. One good meal won't make you thin. The key is consistency.
T-Girl, Woolies, I've known you for years. I think I'll call you Mr. and Mrs. Consistency. You've kept on this journey for a very long time. I'm proud of you. Keep on being fit. And I expect you to come to my 150th birthday on condition that you don't have a walking stick.
Yeah, or a Zimmer frame.
Thanks, Steve. You're a legend.